What is up, guys? Welcome to College Football Picks with Brad Powers. And we're just about 24 hours out from the college football playoff semifinal, the Peach Bowl between Blue Bloods, Ohio State, and Georgia. And we just wanted to check in. We obviously made our picks much earlier in the month here, so things can change over basically a month of time, as we wanted to see what these lines have done since then and maybe drop you our favorite prop play for this big matchup. Now, Brad, just before we hopped on to record this, I saw on Twitter some reports of some sharp play on Ohio State, bringing that line down. It was sitting at 6.5 for most of the month, and just we've seen it move to an even 6 here. You took the Buckeyes at 6.5 back when we recorded our bowl videos. How are you feeling about that Ohio State position now? And do you think this move is a sign of things to come over the next 24 hours, or do you think we'll see some buyback on Georgia as kickoff approaches?
Yeah, it's a good question. I agree that it's sharp. Public's not going to bet until game day. I'm not sure that we're done with the movement yet. I could actually see some buyback on Georgia. Why? Public's going to want to bet Georgia, no question about it. I mean, they're going to react to what they just saw last, and that was Ohio State getting drilled at home against Michigan. But I'm in a same situation as I was when we did the video a couple weeks ago. I like Ohio State in this game a little bit better, actually, than my Michigan position on the other playoff game. Just pure numbers. I made it closer to 5. I think the market downgraded Ohio State too much for the second half against Michigan. And, this is, I don't know how to quantify this, but this is just me following college football throughout the years. When you get that blue blood program like an Ohio State or an Alabama, and they get thrown in the trash by everybody, usually those types of programs respond. And if you don't believe me, let's just look at Ohio State in playoffs. They've been a big underdog in 2 of them. They won the game outright in both, Alabama and just Clemson a couple years ago. I mean, the market gave them no chance in those games. Hell, forget covering the spread. They won the games going away.
When a team becomes one-dimensional on offense, that's obviously not a great recipe for success against this Georgia defense, which has been so good for the last 2 seasons. How does Ohio State combat that?
Yeah, so let's start off. Travion Henderson, banged up most of the season. He's out for this game. Mayan Williams actually led the team in rushing this year. Yeah, if he's not 100%, there are some concerns. I actually like their true freshman running back, Hayden, who flashed when they gave him the ball, the Maryland game. He had a really good performance there. They got a former Arizona State transfer running back, Chip Trainum. He's okay. I mean, obviously he's a downgrade. But, okay, I get you. I hear your concerns. So let's do a little bit of hedging. So say there are concerns about Ohio State's rushing attack. I think that leads perfectly well with the prop bet I'm going to give out.
Let's hear it.
Let's give out Ohio State quarterback C.J. Stroud. We're going over the total, over 277.5 passing yards, over 277.5 passing yards. 2 reasons I like it. I think they're both – you can paint a scenario 2 different ways. First off, Ohio State, the team that's taking some money right now in the marketplace, has success. Where is it likely to occur? Probably in Ohio State's pass game through the air with their outstanding wide receiver core. Or Ohio State doesn't have much success. So what happens in the game? They're trailing big, a la LSU in the SEC championship game. What's going to happen then? Well, Ohio State's just going to have to throw on every down. And if they're playing from behind, then I like the over in that regard. So it's my favorite prop bet of either playoff game.
Yeah, I think that's a really great play there, Brad. Like you said, there's a lot of variance to the avenue in which this bet can cash, and that also kind of leads me. I'm on the Mayan Williams under 60.5 rushing yards, just because I'm not sure what his percentage of health is in this one. Georgia just gives up 3 yards per carry, but you said Hayden too. I don't hate him to score an anytime touchdown. I'm seeing it at plus 170 to to almost 2-1 there, depending on your book there. So I really like that little hint that you gave for Hayden as well. Definitely showed some flashes for them as well. That's just Ohio State, and 5-star recruits coming in all the time. Yep. So it's never ending with them. Any final thoughts for the Peach Bowl here, Brad?
No, I think let's just hope for a good game, because at least on paper, it's one of the better semifinal matchups that we've had in the playoff era.
Yeah, it's been a rough go for these CFP semifinals for basically the entire history of the semifinals. It seems like it's been blowout after blowout after blowout. So hopefully we get a good matchup here and we cash our bets. Ohio State plus 6.5, CJ Stroud over 277.5 passing yards, and Mayan Williams under 68.5 rushing yards. Good luck with your bets, guys, and we'll see you all for the College Football Playoff National Championship.